to EduSkills OET Made Easy. Our mission is to make you fall in love with OET. If you're watching this on YouTube, kindly consider subscribing to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like our work, and please share the video to others so that we reach out to maximum OET aspirants, especially those who are financially struggling to crack OET. EduSkills is a non-profit platform. We don't charge for any of our services, and you can find the links of previous Zoom sessions in the description below. Yeah, now question based on detail. This is the one which you will find a bit challenging, most of you, unless you practice well. And there is a wrong or idea in your mind that all the questions have the same marks. It is not true. Some question type will have more than 10 marks. So if you can gain competency over there, it will be easier. Otherwise, you can see 42 questions into 10 marks will not become 500, right? So that if you have that misconception, each question fetches you 10 marks. That's a wrong information. Certain questions which are more challenging will have more marks. That's how you can have 500 total for 42 questions. Is that logical? Now again, you see we are going into this type question from B. Okay?
2. Which of the following can be understood from the text? Face masks may be worn only when instructed by a nurse of a member of the infection control team. It is necessary for all hospital staff and visitors to follow additional infection prevention precautions before entering the hospital premises. Wearing face mask might not be required at all times. Infection prevention and control. Each year, an excess of £1 billion is spent by NHS on healthcare-associated infection. This is an infection that was neither present nor incubating at the time of contact with the healthcare facility. All staff have a duty to protect patients from harm and ensure colleagues, patients and visitors take infection prevention seriously. It is necessary to apply standard precautions of infection at all times. Additional precautions may be required in certain circumstances, and these will be advised by a nurse in charge or a member of the infection control team. For instance, certain conditions may require a face mask to be worn.
Just you have to understand almost the whole text here. Do you have any idea from this reading or listening? Pardon?
The last sentence, the para last sentence.
Para last sentence says, for instance, certain conditions may require
Face mask to be worn. C's answer.
Wearing face mask might not be required at all times. This is the negative way of giving the same thing, right? Certain conditions may require a face mask to be worn. Certain wearing face mask might not be, and again you have here
Might not be.
might. What is that? Might and may. What is it?
Model work.
Yeah,
Model.
that's one additional clue. I will be explaining again that one, but since you identified it, let's go with that. So you see, may and might. And the first one can be eliminated for what reason? Again, elimination method. I have included another.
A and B absolute.
Absolute.
Absolute. Only when instructed. All hospital
All
staff and all visitors. Okay, absolutes. One more criteria can be used. All visitors, and that is absolute. All and only when. But then one more option is there, one more criteria. Among 7 principles of elimination, one more thing happens in the first option. Just see here, where this sentence given here. Additional precautions may be required in certain, and these will be advised by a nurse in charge or a member. Here, what is it said? When instructed by a nurse of the, see, the grammatically incorrect answer should be eliminated. See, here it is of, here it is or.
Or, yeah.
See, grammatical mistake. Here it says instruction can be advised, can be by a nurse or any member of the infection control team. But the first option says face mask may be worn only when instructed by a nurse of a member of the infection control team. Maybe in the infection control team, there are doctors, there are nurses, there are other health professionals. But the first option says only a nurse can instruct or advise. Whereas the text says a nurse or any other member of the infection control can advise. Did you get that?
Yes,
Father.
See, or is not same as of. Of means only one person. Or means any member of the infection control team can instruct or advise. That is a text message. But the option says only a nurse from the team can advise. Grammatically, not right. Even other absolutes. So many criteria you have once you are competent. Only thing, you should not rush. When you practice, you have to enjoy all these things. And once you gain your competence, as soon as you look at the things, as you said, now the absolute is there, other one is there. So you can cross-check with the various. If you have it out, just tick and skip and go. Okay. Always I tell the people, you don't require 500 full marks, right? 450 is sufficient for you, right? So why don't you give up 3 or 4 questions? Just skip and go. Even if you skip 10 out of 42, you have done with 32. Then you have enough time to come back and answer. Again, you can skip 5 out of 10. So you have done 37. Now out of 37, definitely you will get 32 or 33 or 34. But then again, 5 are there. You can eliminate, use other methods with the rest of the time. And definitely you will get 2 or 3 over there, which means you have 450. So don't worry. Don't worry to skip and give up 2 or 3 questions. If you're not very particular, you should get out 500. So here I said nurse of versus nurse or. That preposition is used. And it is necessary for all hospital staff. Here, must. It is necessary means must. Again, one more strategy I'm telling you. B, absolute is there, other things are there. Again, it is necessary. But here it says
additional precaution may be required in certain circumstances.
Where is it?
Cursor is there.
Just above the nurse.
Additional precautions may be. Maybe means not it is necessary. Necessary means must. It is necessary means mandatory. So here it says maybe an opinion suggestion. Here it is mandatory. Must and may. Must versus may. So modal verb again you can see. I have included that into a separate category. Grammatically incorrect sentence. You see in our 7 principles. 7 skills of elimination we have seen. Look for precise language. Under that, what happens? You have to look for precise language. Grammatically incorrect options should be eliminated. And that's how we eliminate this one. First one is see, or and of. That is clear. Again, you have negative meaning based questions. Same paragraph you can use for even negative meaning based questions. We don't need to go into that. Wearing face mask might not be required at all times. Is the negative expression of certain conditions may require a face mask to be worn. Negative way of expressing the positive sentence. Affirmative sentence is given in negative statements.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
This is developing sentence, developing sentence. Where at the end you have, for instance, further, in addition, those expressions. After that, you will have the answer. You can sequential expressions also can be a strategy here. So you have to write down these expressions if you don't understand. This C option you have to write down. Further, for instance, certain conditions may require a face mask. This one also you have to write down. Then you have to understand how it is expressed. When next time you have the same type of expressions, you have to compare them with this. Any other clarifications or discussions? This is special for you. So I will complete those other types also in the next session. It's also combined practice, listening as well as reading. As you listen to the system reading it, so the system is not reading very exactly, but even cool. You can look at the script and understand. So that people understand with every repetition.
Yes,
so people get into a concept that we have to spend time on each task, not doing 4 tasks a day. Maybe one text is more than enough. For beginners, maybe first month and all, only 1 paragraph is enough for a day. 1 question and related paragraph is enough for a day's practice. You'll have to spend at least 2 hours on 1 paragraph. Then only you will understand.
Father,
Need more? Yeah, please.
thank you for the opportunity for an open discussion.
And this is what you have to do if you have to really enjoy the learning process and get into the competency. Okay, cool. God bless you all.
Okay, thank you, HR.